So in 2022, one of my big resolutions was to quit masturbating, or at least regain some control over the habit. My inspiration was one time I had gone to Ellensburg, Washington. I have a favorite stargazing vantage point in Vantage, Washington, which is about a 30-minute drive away. But I was in Ellensburg, and I had planned to spend a night in Vantage. I was about to go to a grocery store in Ellensburg to pick up some groceries that I needed for that expedition. And this was in mid 2020 when we had just started to ease up some of the restrictions for the pandemic. There was a lot of construction going on because construction had been frozen for a number of months. They were kind of making up for lost time. So my plan was I was going to pull into the parking lot of that grocery store, and I have comforters in my car. I was going to do my business there, then get the groceries, and then head out to Vantage, Washington. And I got fixated on looking for the grocery store so I could do my business in the parking lot. I'm very familiar with Ellensburg. I knew that was the best place to do it without too much, with a decent amount of privacy, let's put it that way. Now, the problem is that I got so fixated on getting to that parking spot, I misread some signs from the construction. I ended up going the wrong way down a one-way street, and fortunately, being mid-2020, there weren't that many people on the road, but everybody was honking at me, and I had to swerve around them. And when I got to the parking spot and did my business, it almost felt like I had just gotten, like, date raped, right? It really did. Not to make light of other people who have much more serious issues with date rape, but that's how I felt. Because I felt like part of myself was out of control with part of myself. It really did feel like that. And that wasn't the only time I ran into trouble like that. I mentioned earlier at the workplace, oftentimes I get the weirdest urges to masturbate at just the wrong time. I was working at another university, not the one that I'm currently at, when I got an urge like that, and I went to the bathroom to do my business. I heard somebody was in the stall near me, and as I'm doing it, I hear his phone go off, and I'm like, uh-oh, that's another professor that I know very well on a first-name basis. And I thought for sure he saw who I was. I wanted to quickly sneak out of that stall, and I made a run for it. Now, later that afternoon, I made the mistake of see, I do everything on one computer, including stuff I like to view when I masturbate. I was showing him some a research paper I was working, and I accidentally left the tabs open. See, a lot of people watch porn when they masturbate. I don't. I like girls with their clothes on. I know I'm quirky, and I was watching Polish Idol season 1, the winner Alicia Janazzi and the runner-up Evelina Falenta, and he happened to see that. He asked me, "That was so hot," and so I had to pretend not to know what he was talking about. But anyway, just out of control, and unfortunately, I've never been able to control a habit. I can quit a habit sometimes, right? I've never been able to regain control of a habit once I've gotten to that point, right? Think about my eating problems. I can quit entire foods, but to moderate my overall food intake is an ongoing challenge. Even after 2.5 years, I still have challenges in that regard. I don't have challenges with relapsing to foods that I've quit altogether, and that's why I'm strongly considering quitting masturbating altogether.